Good morning, student. Today we'll study femur. So I will posted two videos, femur 1 and 2. So you have to go through these both videos. Okay. So femur is also called as a thigh bone. It is a long and the strongest bone of the body. Okay. Like other long bone, it has upper end, shaft, and the lower end. Okay. For the side determination, you can see this globular head is there. So it is directed upward and medially, and the lower end is expanded, and the shaft of the femur, it is obliquely. So it is the femur of left side. Then one is that how to hold an anatomical position. So first thing you have to see that the head of the femur should faces upward and medially and forward. Okay, the shaft of the femur should be obliquely, and the lower end, this is the lower end of femur, it should be lying in the same horizontal plane. So this is the anatomical position. Like any other long bone, it has upper end, shaft, and the lower end. Okay, so this is the upper end of the femur. In this upper end of the femur, you can see it consists of the various parts. This is the head, this is the neck, this is the greater trochanter, and this one is the lesser trochanter. So first is the head. So this is the head of the femur. It is a spherical, globular. It articulates with the hip bone to form the hip joint. At the center of this head of the femur, you can see one depression is there. This is called as the fovea. Okay, so this depression is called as a fovea. Below that, this head of femur, there is, you can see, this is the neck of femur. So this part is the neck of femur. This neck of femur, it has a upper border. So this is the upper border, is the concave border. Okay, and this is the lower border. Okay, upper border and the lower border. It has surfaces, you can see. This is the anterior surface of femur. On this anterior surface of femur, you can see these are the small foramens is there. These are all for the blood vessels. Okay, so this is the anterior surface. Anterior surface of femur is wholly intracapsule. So whole of the anterior surface of femur is under capsule. Then this is the posterior surface of femur. Posterior surface of neck of femur. Okay, this posterior surface of neck of femur is not wholly covered by capsule, only its medial part. So this part is covered by capsule. So this part is under intracapsular. Then at this, you can see one depression is there. This is the depression for the tendon of obturator externus muscle. Okay, then this is about neck. Now you can see this is the one quadrilateral prominence is called as a greater trochanter. This greater trochanter, it has superior border. So this one is superior border. So this is the superior border and apex of the greater trochanter. It has three surfaces. This is the anterior surface. Okay, this one is anterior surface. This is the lateral surface. There is oblique ridge or the lateral surface, and there is a medial surface. So this is the medial surface. Okay, this one is a medial surface. On medial surface, you can see one depression is there. So on the medial surface, this one is depression, is called as a trochanteric fossa. Okay, so trochanteric fossa. The neck of the femur, it continues with the shaft at the one line. This is the intertrochanteric line. You can see this is the intertrochanteric line. Okay, same on the posterior surface of neck of femur. Below it continues with the shaft, that is the intertrochanteric crest. It is thickened, so it is intertrochanteric crest. On intertrochanteric crest, okay, on intertrochanteric crest, this is the one tubercle is this is called as a quadrate tubercle. Okay, so due to the muscle attachment of quadratus femoris muscle, it is called as a quadrate tubercle. Okay, then like this there is another, this is the lesser trochanter. Okay, it has a base and this is the apex of the lesser trochanter. So the line between these two trochanter, that is intertrochanteric line, is name given, and the crest between these two trochanter, this is the intertrochanteric crest is this. Okay, so this is all about the upper end of the femur. Now we'll see the shaft of the femur. The shaft of the femur, it has a three borders. One is medial border, another is a lateral border. Okay, the medial and lateral borders are ill-defined, that are not well-defined. Only the posterior border is well-defined in case of femur, but it is a thickened, it become thickened. So this thickened part is called as a linea aspera. Okay, so is that clear to you? That is, it has a medial border. This one is a medial border. This is the lateral border. These are the ill-defined. The posterior border of femur, it become thickened. So that thickened part is called as linea aspera. It's nothing but it is the posterior border. Okay. Now we'll see the surfaces of femur. It has a anterior surface between this medial border and the lateral border. So this is the anterior surface of the femur. Okay, then the medial surface, this is the medial surface. Okay, this is the medial surface and this one is the lateral surface. Okay, this posterior border. Okay, so on the posterior border, various things you can see. One is the, if you have seen carefully, just see the intertrochanteric line, and from lower end of intertrochanteric line there is one line is started. This line has a spiral course. So you can see it has a spiral course. Okay, so this line is called as a spiral line. Okay, spiral line. Then this linea aspera, it has a two lip. Okay, this is the lateral lip. Okay, and this one is a medial lip. Okay, the spiral line below, it will continue as a lateral lip, medial lip of linea aspera, and this is the lateral lip. Okay, the lateral lip of linea aspera, it become a thickened. So this thickened part is called as the gluteal tuberosity. Okay, so lateral lip of the femur, it is thickened to, that is a gluteal tuberosity. Okay, then this two lips of linea aspera fuses, okay, at the middle of the shaft, and then lower 1/3 of shaft it splits. So this is the medial lip, this is the medial lip. Okay, this medial lips, these are the condyles of femur. So above the condyle of the femur, this medial lip is called as a medial supracondylar line. Okay, so now it's called as a medial supracondylar line. This is the lateral lip of linea aspera, and above the condyle it is called as a lateral lip of linea aspera. Okay, so this is the lateral supracondylar line, this is the medial supracondylar line. This medial supracondylar line, it ends into one tubercle. This tubercle is called as adductor tubercle. So this is the adductor tubercle. Okay, then I have already told you that surfaces of the femur, that is anterior, then medial, lateral. Along with, there are some additional surfaces. So you can see between medial and lateral lip. So upper 1/3 of the femur, between medial and the lateral lip of femur, this surface is called as a posterior surface. Okay, then between the two supracondylar line in lower 1/3 of shaft, or between the two lips of linea aspera, this is the popliteal surface. Okay, so on the posterior 1/3 there is a posterior surface, upper one third of the shaft it has posterior surface, lower one third of shaft it has a popliteal surface. Okay, then now coming to this lower end of the femur. So this is the lower end of the femur. This lower end of the femur, it has two condyles. This is the medial condyle, this one is the lateral condyle. Okay, so medial condyle and the lateral condyle. This medial and the lateral condyle, on this condyle there are some projection is there. So this is the medial epicondyle. So this is the medial epicondyle, one projection is there, and this one is a lateral epicondyle. So this one is lateral epicondyle. So there are the two epicondyles, medial and the lateral epicondyles are there. These two condyles are separated with each other by this intercondylar notch is there, and this is the intercondylar line. So this is called as intercondylar line. Okay, then the articular surface. So this is the articular surface of lower end of femur. It is divided into the patellar surface and tibial surface. So this part is a patellar surface which is in contact with the patella, while these are the tibial surface which is in contact with the tibial tibia. Okay, so this is the articular surface of this condyle. Then on this condyle, this is the medial condyle. So this medial condyle, it has one is a medial surface and this one is lateral surface. This is the lateral condyle, this is the medial surface and this one is the lateral surface. On the lateral surface of femur of condyle, lateral condyle, this is the lateral condyle of this is lateral epicondyle, and you can see one groove is there. This groove is called as a popliteal groove. So this groove is called as a popliteal groove. Okay, so this is about all the things about the gross of the femur. Okay.